But here we have it. The first tick on the Nifty, very quiet, absolutely flat at that 18,600 marks. Just holding on to the levels that we closed in at yesterday. Remember, we are sitting pretty at 5-month highs on the index, just consolidating our gains. The mid-cap index too, very quiet. In fact, now all 4 indices are just veering towards the red line. So consolidation over there. What's leading from the front? ONGC, Maruti, Titan, Power Grid, Apollo Hospitals, and some of the Adani group stocks, Adani Ports, etc. Not too bad. Infosys, HCL, NTPC are also trending in the green right now. On the downside, ITC is down about 1.5%. There's a dividend play over there, I think. HDFC Life, Divi's Lab, Dr. Reddy, Sun Pharma are all in the red. So down just a tad bit, about 0.2%. TCS as well is down about 0.2%. So largely very, very quiet. Lots of stocks in the broader markets, of course, are moving around like Venus Remedies, etc. We'll talk about that. Heikel, Soba, all up 7-8% post their numbers. Soba saw record highs in terms of real estate sales, so that's looking pretty good. But otherwise, for the market, it's very, very quiet. The mid-cap index is just about trending in the green.
Well, that's right, Surya. A few stocks, frontline names that are moving. Soba, that's up close to 6%. Big move, 7% actually. Big move is what we're seeing out there. Force Motors as well as up close to around 7%. There's a big move that we're seeing on that one. And Monte Carlo, volume set to pick up, but that stock as well is up and about in today's trading session. Inox Wind, the management sounded very, very optimistic about the future. They're talking about multi-thousand revenues coming this year itself, talking about being debt-free as well in the next 12 to around 18 months. We'll have to see whether or not they can achieve this. But for the time being, the street has taken note of it. Yesterday it was up 15%. Today it's up another 5% or so. Rico Auto, well, that stock is up and about. Vedanta, it's gone ex-dividend. That's why it appears the stock is lower, but it's gone ex-dividend. That's the reason why, in fact, that one's appearing to be a little bit lower. NBCC, we'll have the management in a short while from now. They're reacting to the set of numbers. It's up close to around 5%, I think. NBCC, let's pull up the intraday chart out there. On the flip side, IRCTC, Mangalam said those numbers weren't too good. The stock is down close to around 2%. AU Small Finance Bank as well, reacting to the Motilal downgrade out there. So that was pulled back close to around 1.5% lower. And smaller stocks like Jyoti Structures as well. Last few days, well, it's been moving from circuit to circuit. It's been a big underperformer. But finally, after a change in management, now we are seeing some bit of revenues coming in there. Only a 8-9 rupee stock. But that as well for the last few days has been moving up. The revenue is visible on that one. So more or less flattish, but individual stocks, Prashant, calling for our attention. Oh,
absolutely. Vedanta, Nigel, is another one, which is right off the bat down 5%.
Yeah, it's gone ex-dividend.
Ex-dividend, okay. 5.25%. Kalpataru Power will come up on your screen. That is down about 4%. Kalpataru Power, by the way, is the biggest volume-led loser across the board. So 489 on Kalpataru.
So there's a large trade on this, Prashant?
Yeah.
So that's the reason.
There's perhaps a block, right? We'll have details of it up shortly, but we don't see volumes like this at all on Kalpataru. Actually, I can say the same for IRCTC as well, which we highlighted, 2 1/3 lower, but huge volumes. Vedanta, of course, there's the ex-dividend thing. RVNL is down 3.5%. Again, very large volumes. Straight out of the gates, I mean, these are big volume-led movers. ITC, its last 2 days, ITC has contributed heavily to the index gains. Today it's taking a breather. It's down 1.5%, 442. Adani Transmission, 2.25% lower, 709 big volumes. Ircon, I can see a lot of these rail stocks. Nuclear software went up, circuit to circuit. I think on Friday saw a big move. Yesterday, Monday saw a very large move. It's down 3%. So there is a bit of a pullback which is coming through. Stovecraft, we had the company with us. Numbers were poor. Commentary seems to be pretty tepid. The commentary is that, the market itself is looking pretty weak. Look at the reaction, 10% lower on Stovecraft. That's a 50 rupee cut on decent-sized volumes for this point in the day. 448 on Stovecraft coming through. So that's an earnings reaction. Campus Footwear is the other one which reported numbers. Stocks down 5%. Not on very large volumes, but, I mean, we'll see this go. But, the start is lower, absolutely no doubt about it. Phenolix Cables, Schneider, and a few others. MedPlus. MedPlus is down 1.5%. 2 days of very good, strong gains. And MedPlus is seeing some profit booking. Markets are turning back. I mean, they were down some 13, 14 points. They're up 11 points. So still, it's a very, very tight range. Sobha started strong. It continues to add on. It's the top volume-led gainer now, 7.33% higher. And then there is Hikal, which is up 10.5%. 313 on that one. which is supported by decent-sized volumes as well. I think we mentioned Force Motors, Inox Wind, etc. earlier, so not repeating those right now. So this is, I mean, a mixed kind of a day. Market breadth numerically is easy, not quite 2:1, but close to it. But there is enough happening on the downside, the results and non-results related reactions as well.